Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and that means it's time for Morgan and Friends' lazy Sunday afternoon productivity stream, where sometimes we're productive and sometimes we're not, but we always have snacks. With me today, I have Coleman and Sako Tumi. Say hello to the nice people.
Hello, nice people.
Hello, nice people.
So, what is everybody working on today? Who's working on a November writing challenge next month? What's going on?
Ooh. So I need to figure out which book I'm concentrating on. And because it's all new content that I'm going for.
Sure.
New words. I'm
Yeah.
not doing editing yet.
Right.
So maybe borrowed time,
Okay.
maybe. Because I have the first draft. I just need to add scenes
Sure.
and subplots and stuff.
Yeah. So, Doc?
So I'm working on my short story for the fourth volume of the Forgotten Lore anthology. As the editor has trying to get us to get our stories in before we start the Kickstarter. I guess that gives us the advantage of being able to tease parts of the story in order to get bids and stuff. But and we're going to want to be starting that very soon. So I'm kind of promised that I'd get it done by the end of October, and so I'm running out of time.
Yeah, you are. So,
Yep.
okay. I am struggling. I'm really struggling. I feel like I really want to push through and finish my vampire urban fantasy. But that's not new words. It's mostly editing with a couple scenes being changed. But I also had the idea that I should really finish my second space fantasy, whether or not the small press picks it up. If I'm ever going to self-publish, I need at least 2 books in the same setting. So that's the one I've chosen to move forward with. So I'm like, and I know from past experience that if I pick up a book that went off the rails last time, those are the ones I tend to actually finish and polish. So I've had really good success rate with that. But I don't know if I can really focus on it while my brain is still working on this other one. And so like maybe I'll work on them both. I don't even know. So
I understand the worry or the flail regarding picking one project to work on rather maybe working on 2 at the same time.
yeah.
I don't know.
Right? So I think I'm gonna try and see what I can knock out this week on the previous one, but that means I'm not prepping for the other one, and it just, ugh, how is it this close to November? I am not ready, people. Not ready.
Let's see. Do people actually ever ready for writing month?
I usually
Yes.
I'm more of a pantser. I just dive in, so never.
I usually have some world building and some outlining done, like,
I
this
have an outline. Yeah.
this pantser thing was horrible, and I hated every minute of it, and I feel like I can never make progress because I keep thinking of things that, like, set up the next scenes better, and I'm still trying to figure out what the actual finish is, like, it's horrible. I've hated this whole experience, but I really wanna see the story, so, like, I won't find out what happens unless I write it, and so, I mean, that's why I write all my books, is because I have these characters and this story and this setting, and I know a little bit, but I don't know everything, and I wanna know more, and there's no other way to do it other than to write it. So,
Nope. Have you tried doing a project where you do the full-on plotting thing?
like, typically, I plant in that I have a high-level outline. I have found, I a couple years ago, I did my suburban fantasy where I had a little more detailed outline, and the scenes did not flow. I was writing each scene to description, and the emotional arc just didn't develop.
Okay.
So planting is my sweet spot, and I have learned that, like, I'm 100% a fan of the concept that if the process is not working for you, change your process.
Yeah.
And I'm not dedicated to the idea of always being a planter. But for right now, those two
Right
things
now,
have not worked when I tried them. So I'm
Yeah.
going back to my comfort zone.
I was just wondering, since you tried the experiment of full on pantsing
Mhm.
and it harshed your cool, whether or not you were going to go the other way and try more uh, uh, structured solution, but
Like, I'd already outlined the space fantasy. I'm
mhm.
switching one of the point of view characters, and I figured out the issue with one of the characters' motivations that I'm going to switch up. So I think that's really going to bring life back into it. So, popping into the comments. Uh, I, Moon says hello to the nice people, saying hello to us, nice people.
And I
Miss
noticed
Tree
that
is here.
Moon has also changed his handle.
Aliases, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Miss Tree has been busy with surgery. Hopefully, it's healing well, and tax season, but is beginning to have a life again now. Yay!
Yay.
We're fans. We're fans. So, Sear says hi and has news. Share. Is it about the short? Is it getting published? Did you finish your manuscript? I don't know. I'm excited. Sorry. Hmm. I'm on the edge of my seat here. Tight.
Type like the wind. No.
So, let me pop in what Doc is working on today, which is the anthology story. Did you
Yep.
need groceries?
Gonna do groceries tomorrow. I've got
Okay.
doctor's appointments tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that
Sure.
do groceries after doctor's appointments. So
Sure.
Ooh.
Yes! Oh my gosh! I'm so excited for you! Yay! Sear won this short story outright. That's amazing. I'm so excited for you. Yay! Is it bragging rights? Is it money? Is it getting published? What's the reward?
all
I
three
mean,
at once.
obviously bragging rights. So, super exciting. Okay. Moon says didn't change the handle, but YouTube's showing the handle instead of the name, so it's just whatever its choice is. So, Miss Tree is right there with us with congratulating Sear.
Mhm.
Do you remember what going into November means for this stream? We stick to the clock and we go, gotta get the words in, gotta get the words in. So, and do keep an eye out. I tend to have some pop-ups during the month. So, okay. Moon also joins us in congratulating Sear. And Sear says it's bragging rights, published, and coaching time, and a copy of the anthology.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
And now you can put award winning
Yeah.
on your resume or your query letter or whatever. Story time. My dad sent me a thing like a month ago, and I finally got around to reading it. He's like, "Hey, do you have a chance to read this?" And I was like, "What? When?" So he sent me this blurb, and I read it, and it's for one of his. It's in the same world as his Terran Federation stuff. And I was like, "Okay," and I'm reading it, and it's very, very high level world building stuff. And like a log line, it's referring to the main characters as like title description, and then like a sentence or two about what they're doing. And I'm like, okay, if this is a blurb, maybe like we want to streamline it a little. And he's like, no, this is the query letter. I'm like, no, specificity, highlight the characters and their motivations, not the world building. So note to people, when you are writing a query letter for an agent, you need to focus on the characters and the stakes. If you focus on the world building, then A lot of times, people who focus on the world building cannot plot and cannot write characters and should be writing D&D supplementals, and so you're marketing it as such. If you're focusing on what it says about the world and the message you wanna convey, then you are conveying, "I wrote an after-school special." You want to focus on the characters in the world, and, like, I have beta read my dad's stuff. He usually focuses on the character, and, like, the world is definitely a setting and, like, definitely in there. But that's not what the focus of the query letter needs to be. So, mm. Okay. Anyway, rant over. We went spooky with the font today. And
Yeah, we did.
I have a balloon arch. Ooh.
You do, and I love it.
Yep.
Eee. Ah. So, like, Target had a kit with all these balloons and, like, a couple of the little foil things and some little banner things for, like, $10. So I was like, "Yes."
Heck yeah.
Right? Although I blew up the foil balloons, I could not get any of the vinyl latex balloons to blow up, so my roommate got those for me.
Okay.
Like, I don't even understand. They would not, and, like, I used to be a trumpeter. I thought I had lung capacity, but nothing. So, anyway, Sear says he's just happy with published, much less award-winning. Yeah, Moon's right there with me. Published is fantastic, award-winning is dope. And Miss Tree likes her spooky font. So, anyhow, is it time for sprint?
A stream sprint?
I hope it's time for a stream as we're doing one, but
Yeah, yeah. Because of the party and stuff, I hosted a Halloween party yesterday, and Doc was here,
yay.
and I was a fairy moth, which I think means I was a type of pixie or sprite.
Ah.
Because I had moth wings and stuff.
Mhm.
So anyhow, long story short, Catechus is unaware it's Gushy Food Day, but he might figure it out. So go ahead and get started
He's
in 3, 2, 1. Boom, chakalaka laka. And we're back. How was your sprint? Oh, I'm sorry. I muted y'all behind the scenes because I thought it was showing the mute for all of us because that's where it shows on mine, but I guess I muted because I'm the controller.
Yeah.
So I had some weird static, but I think it was just my headphones. So anyway, carry on. Let's start over. How was your sprint?
How about you, Doc?
I got in 216 words.
Nice.
So making the progress took me a little bit to kind of pick up where I was. It's been like a couple weeks since I looked at this story, but
Sure.
I need to get cranking on it. So
Yeah.
but starting to move.
Okay. Sako?
I am in the process of hitting send for Substack.
Nice. That's awesome. I edited about 1,000 words, but I think they were the same ones I did last week, so I'm just kind of going back into where I left off and making sure I remembered where I left off. So, but yeah, it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. Not sad. Let me pop into the comments. Let's see. Amanda snuck in late and is trying to put together a fire pit. Compared to last week when you snuck in with like 20 minutes left, I think you're good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Patrick is here. He's adding clients and book titles and announcements and pub dates and editors and publishers to the agent database. So, yay.
Nice.
Jenny is here. She's setting up her work schedule and life choices for the week. That seems a little intense.
Not everyone plans out their bad life choices ahead of time.
Right? I mean, I've got a coin. What is this? Yeah, this is my do I read another chapter one? One side says go to bed and the other side says one more chapter. So this is the coin I have for bad life choices. On the Morgan scale of bad life choices.
Yeah.
So yeah, something about the interface is just sending plain text instead of images. But anyway, Jenny sent
Weird.
Moon a heart, and Jenny said hi to everybody, or Moon said hi to everybody. Ms. Tree flipped laundry and worked on getting her desk rearranged. Sear spent the entire sprint working out a timeline. Then he's gonna draft 0 this chapter and get going. Yeah, I hear you. Jenny figured out what she's doing tomorrow. Not sure about the rest of the week yet.
Yeah,
Well,
I know that feel.
One day at a time, right?
One day more, right?
More.
I think there's a whole song about that.
Yes.
And you know, I'll love you tomorrow. So yeah, awesome.
There's actually several songs about that.
Right? Oh, let me check things off because I've done the most important thing that any kitty mama can do in a week. Gushy food. And
Sako did her Substack.
Hits.
Woo!
You hit send?
I hit send.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Yay. So is your story coming together? Your anthology story, Doc?
Yeah, it's starting to pick up. I've set the location, I've introduced main characters, and I'm just about to to get into, here's what we're after, here's why we're here. So
sure, the stakes and the excitement.
Yep.
We had an update from Andy offline. He said that It's done. He finished the edits on the last chapter of the novel, and it's now in the hands of his alpha reader for a vibes
Oh,
check. So
Yay!
I just wanted to give him a shout out, even though he's not here, allegedly. I mean, he might be lurking. Lurkers are welcome,
Yeah,
as long as they bring their own snacks, because
I want a snack.
even with party leftovers? No.
I have tons of snacks in my house, but they are here. And if you are
Yeah.
lurking, I do not know who you are or where you are. And also, sharing my snacks involves leaving the house.
Or having people come to your house, and if you don't
But
know
I
who
have
they are, you
stuff
don't
to
want them
do.
to come to your house. But,
I have
yeah.
stuff to do. And if I don't know who they are, they probably don't know where I live. So, and I'm sorry. I love you all, but I am
Keep it-
not giving out my address online on a stream.
Mhm.
So it's one of those safety things.
Mhm.
Kind of don't blame you about that.
So, big yawn. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I carved like 2.5 pumpkins yesterday.
Mm.
Holy
'Cause
cow! How are your
well,
joints?
ow.
Yeah.
So when I do this,
Survey says.
everybody's like, "What's wrong with your elbow?" And I'm like, "No, my elbow,
Nothing. It
it's
needs massage. Yeah.
I'm massaging the
The
ball
meat
of
of your hand.
your
Yeah.
thumb." Yeah. So, my Halloween party I've been throwing the last couple of years, it's a pumpkin carving party, so all my friends bring their kids and I have pumpkins. And for the under 5 set, we have stickers and paint markers, and for everybody else, we have, the knives and stuff. And so not all of the kids are proficient at carving and need assistance.
Yep.
And I had to explain to a couple of the kids, with a pumpkin knife, you stab it and cut sideways. You don't do the serrated along the edge of the pumpkin. So there's a whole technique.
Yep.
But yeah, I think everybody had a lot of fun with their pumpkins and stuff. So, and unlike the last 2 years, it was not 85 degrees, so people could enjoy being outside.
It was actually nice it not being 85 degrees for
Yeah.
Halloween party.
Yeah. Everybody bailed by, like, 9 because, people with kids have to get them to bed, and once people started leaving, people started leaving. So,
Oh, I see.
yeah, we never got into the fire pit, but yeah, it went well. So, let's do a quick stretch, and then we'll get into the next sprint. Oh,
That
last
sounds
sprint.
good.
Last sprint was like an extra 2 minutes, so thank you all for your patience. I was
Oh, okay.
so distracted by giving Catechus his gushy food that I forgot to hit start. I just did the countdown. Because I was watching to see if he recognized the boom chakalaka.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yes, he's a little confused, but he's like, "Really? Really? You're not teasing me? Okay, yes, let's do this."
I will forgive you for locking me in the room all day yesterday. No.
Yeah, he was very, very wound up and upset with everyone when he came out, because he hadn't been able to do his rounds in, like, 12 hours,
Mhm.
and there were so many people in and out of the house, but Catechus is a violent escape artist. He does not belong at parties.
Yeah. I was actually surprised that when you let him out, he came over and rubbed against my leg.
I mean, you're in his territory, he has to claim you now.
Yeah. But he did it multiple times. It's like it wasn't just like, all right, this is new. Okay, this is mine. This is mine.
Oh, well, I mean, you may have smelled like other cats or something. I don't know.
I refer to it as cat lord syndrome. That I will go into somebody else's house and it's like, oh, you won't see the cat. The cat hates other people, and the cat will then come trotting out and come up and make nice with me. So,
I mean, Catechus likes people. He just overwhelms very easily. And he plays very violently. So it's just for the best.
yeah.
Especially when I have kids coming in and out and don't understand closing the door.
Yes. That would
So,
definitely be a problem with his escape artist tendencies.
yeah. So, okay. Well, the timer went off, so let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Chakalaka.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's grooming at a chair sitting right at the end of my desk, but the camera can't quite get there. Wait, wait. Hi, baby.
What? What? I'm busy.
Eehee.
That's what he's doing this sprint. And we're back. How was your sprint?
I spent it eating Cheetos and hanging out on Facebook.
That sounds like a quality option.
Yeah.
Let's see. It looks like I got about 150 more words in. I
Nice.
had to spend a little time research because I realized it's like, oh wait, I need a location for this, so I had to look up some maps and figure out, all right, where am I going to place this story?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So,
And I
mhm.
also ran into the odd difficulty of when you're having English speaking people and Spanish speaking people talking to each other. It's like some of the titles and such is, if you use the Spanish word for it, it looks like a misspelling of the English word. So it's like
Yeah.
I may be going through and italicizing a bunch of things to show, oh, this is the foreign word.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. So, okay. I got through about 844 words. I needed to do some tweaking in this chapter because I've changed things earlier, obviously. But I like how the scene is going so far. And, they're bonding and confessing backstory complications as one does
As
when
one does.
when one is in a healthy relationship where they communicate. So,
The kind of stuff you
popping.
never see in fiction.
I see plenty of them because I like reading romance novels in which the characters respect each other.
Yeah.
I joke.
Sure. I like traditionally, yes. Nowadays, not so much. So, I mean, there are still ones that do that plenty, but you can definitely find ones that don't. So, okay. Popping into the comments, Moon was like, the look of what are you doing is amazing when I put the camera on Catechus.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the audience with a question: how do I punctuate or structure this sentences? He wanted, needed to make sure he didn't blow this chance. Like I tried M dashes, I tried periods, I tried comma, asides. Doc said ellipses, but it's not.
No, it's not that would change the mood entirely.
Yeah. Sears said he just does it wrong and let his editor sort it out. Patrick, who has the editorial journalistic background, says M dashes and a comma. So yes, so that
Yes,
might
I have
be
to agree.
yeah.
I have to agree. Yeah.
So putting the comma after no and then the
M
other M dash,
dashing.
that helps. Yeah, because the comma between no and needed.
You
Yeah.
can use dashes or parentheses depending on how outdated you want to be.
It wasn't that kind of aside though.
Yeah, that's more of an interrupter than a parenthetical aside.
Yeah. So anyway, Patrick said I needed more disruption than a comma, and an N dash is wrong in almost every instance. So an M dash is your only option. And I said, isn't an N dash just for cutting off word sentences when you're interrupted and time spans? And
I
he
swear
said,
the N dash gets no respect.
right? Like, I think if it's like the 1970s through the 1990s or something, I think that's an N dash. Or like somebody's in the middle of saying so, and then there's the dash and then whatever the interrupter was.
Right.
So, okay. So Patrick says, depends on the rule book. It is commonly used for numerical ranges, but in fiction writing, you can go entire books without seeing it. I'm like, yeah, definitely. If your mathematician character is printing invitations to her PhD celebration and help me pay for my student debt party, it's using N dashes, otherwise uncommon at best. I did have like a hyphenated, like being at the scene of an accident thing. but Patrick reassured me that those are indeed hyphens and not M dashes. 0 of them in like or dashful. So Sear is fixing up his timeline. It's still good. Now he's outlining the chapter, so all the words are gonna happen this sprint.
Hooray.
He needed to hit a moon cycle and travel over the last 8 chapters, and he has 4 to 5 days to spare. Sweet. Moon finished his revisiting edits of Companion and has a dope baked potato with pulled pork and greens. Ooh, om nom.
That's
Probably.
one of my favorite meals.
It depends on the greens.
Yeah. Not the canned.
And if it's kale, I'm right out.
Yeah.
So, Miss Tree sorted out her medication for the week and tried to find some things. And Miss Tree is totally here for the dashes and comma discussion. And you can interrupt yourself. Yes, which is kind of what I'm doing. But yeah, so. Big yawn. I think my next sprint will involve refilling my water cup, which I drank all of. So hydration,
I need
check,
more. Yeah.
right? And a snack. I might.
And some nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is everybody's snack stream or stream snack? That one.
I had some Cheetos, and now I'm gonna eat some nuts.
Nice.
So I've just been doing the regular popcorn, and my
Sure.
bowl is almost empty. I'm gonna have to
Oh
refill it soon.
no! Oh no! I'm going through my mental. Go ahead.
Fortunately, I'm well supplied with popcorn.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm mentally going through my very broad selection of leftovers from the party.
Oh, nice. I should
So,
come over tomorrow and like eat some of your leftovers.
yeah. So, everything I bought was gluten free because my roommate's celiac, but we
Right, of
definitely had
course.
some leftovers that weren't. Whoop! I bumped the table. So,
Okay.
yeah, and a pile of haystacks.
I was gonna say, have the
Okay.
haystack held out? No.
So I remembered these from like high school. My mom would make them for like the drama club bake sale. And they're like the hard chow mein noodles with butterscotch. And sometimes you throw in chocolate, sometimes you throw in peanuts or whatever. But we were supposed to have a kid who's allergic to peanuts, so we skipped the peanuts entirely. What is that face? Anyway.
Just thinking about putting chocolate chips in them.
Yeah. So anyway, you just melt butterscotch and you stir the noodles in, and then you either like use your hand or you use like little
Tongs.
snapper grabbers. Yes. Snapper grabbers. And you go chunk chunk chunk, and in 2 to 3 hours they set up. And like yes, you could use a double boiler, or you could put the butterscotch chips in the microwave for 30 seconds and stir, and after about 2 minutes they're melted enough and you're good. So
Yeah.
like it took us 20 minutes to make 3 batches.
That sounds insane.
And no baking.
No bake. Yeah. They're one of those no bake. And it's pantry stable stuff. So if you have an emergency bake sale or your kid forgot to tell you that they were supposed to bring in treats today, you can put it together the night before and it'll be fine.
Mhm.
And you can leave them on the counter for a week. More than that, you should refrigerate or freeze them. So recipes with Morgan. Minimal effort. Although I made chili and the chili was okay, I think.
Well, the chili was gone by the end of the night, so I think it was well thought of.
Or
the
people
meatballs definitely went.
Oh yeah, the meatballs always go. So I mean, am I Morgan if I throw a party without meatballs?
No.
So, but I was just glad it was cold enough that soup sounded like a good idea.
Soup sounds awesome.
Right? We still have some leftover butternut squash that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So. Yeah. Oh, Doc. remember when the clock stopped going because it needed to be wound, and I wound it
Yep.
up, and I was like, "Yeah, I just stopped 15 minutes ago." You know what I forgot to do? Start
Wind
the
the clock.
pendulum
Uh,
because it had fully stopped, so you were saying something, Sako? I cut you off, I'm sorry.
Nothing. I was just like, "T
I know.
clock thing."
So, okay, let's go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna get some om noms. So 3, 2, 1, let's do this. And we're back. How was your stream? Sprint.
You're getting there. You'll figure it out. It was good. I spent it watching like Halloween cartoons from back in
Nice.
the day. That was a fun time. And I ate mixed nuts like it was my job.
I mean, you're paid in
Yeah.
nuts.
I was paid in nuts.
So you work for peanuts?
Funny enough, yes. In this case, I do.
Nice. Doc?
Let's see. I got about another 243 words in today. So I've at least, I belong to the school of aim low and overachieve. So I've about hit double my daily goal for today.
Nice.
But
I'm
and
proud of you.
my story's about 2/5 of the way along. So
Okay.
if I
Cool.
can do this through the week, I can probably finish it off by Friday.
Sweet. That's awesome. I ate haystacks and butternut squash soup.
Right
And
on.
and I was started to clear out my Discord notifications, and I ran across this glorious sentence. I'm going to start uploading to AO3 after Thanksgiving. I'm not a fan of the thing it's a fic of. It's not faux fiction either. I feel neutrally about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I found it hilarious. Apparently, it doesn't convey as hilarious as I thought it was.
Maybe it's the context that helps.
I mean, they're uploading fanfic. I've never heard of faux fic, and why are you writing fanfic of things you're not a fan of?
If you're not a fan of AO3, don't go there.
No. They wrote a fanfic, but they're not actually a fan of the source material.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly, it was really hard to parse when I said it aloud. Yeah.
Faux fiction. I guess that's
or
when
faux as in fake.
No.
I think it's faux as in I'm a hater of this, so I'm going to write fiction of it to send it up. But
that okay.
Like fan is the opposite of faux.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're either for something or against it. I just thought it was a hilarious concept. Yeah. My brain works in mysterious ways.
Yes, it does.
Maybe it's mine that works in mysterious ways and you're being normal.
I think this might just boil down to Morgan's bar for entertainment is super low and is easily amused. I think might be where we're at.
It might be.
Might be part of it, yeah.
So anyway, popping into the comments, Miss Tree popped off to go take a nap. Amanda finished putting together her fire pit. Yay! Let me go ahead and check that off. Chink.
I want to come over for a fire pit.
Right?
Exactly.
So Doc made more progress than he anticipated.
Yep.
I worked on revisions for 2 whole sprints and made some decent progress. Not as much as I'd like, but I believe that is my mantra every day, other than the day I did like that 10-hour marathon thing.
Yeah.
So,
you were sick.
Right? So Doc commented that my haystacks were crumbly. Yes. I ate 3 and I will be cleaning up under the desk after the stream.
If Catechus doesn't do it for you. No.
Yeah. Okay, Amanda's with me. She said once she grasped it was faux fiction, FOE versus faux FAUX, she was on board.
Okay.
Yeah, I interpret it as faux fiction, FAUX, And it's like, is it all fiction, faux fiction? Because it's all fake.
Yeah, really.
Aw, Amanda said you're invited anytime. She can always find something to burn.
Fire.
Maybe we'll drive out there.
Mm.
So, Patrick made decent progress on updating the database, I'm assuming because it's Patrick. And Seer definitely made some good progress. So, not really sure why I didn't stop the timer, but I wanted to check everybody off before being like, we got a minute and a half left.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So, are you ready?
Oh.
Tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, and let's peace out.
I am Sako Tumi. You can find me on Blue Sky and Facebook, sorta kinda, and Instagram, sorta kinda, Steam or Discord. I'm either Sako Tumi or Psycho Sako. Some of the older stuff is probably gonna be Psycho Sako. Otherwise, you can just Google either of those names and it'll come up with a bunch of stuff.
Stop.
So drop a line. I would love to hear from you.
Awesome. Doc?
All right. And I am Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. If you're interested in finding out more about me and my work, just go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk. And that will take you to my my Amazon author page. It'll also take you to my website at doccoleman.com. And you know, you can check out what I've got, and I'll be there for the next time.
Nice, nice. And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I blog, vlog, and podcast, writing tips and writerly musings, mostly on hiatus, but the podcast is still coming out with new episodes. This week I talked about the nuts and bolts of chapters. You can find it as writing as writing tips and writerly musings wherever you get your podcast or at morganhazelwood.fireside.fm. And popping into the comments, we got a couple extras. Patrick did get several entries done, and he taught everyone about why you may never see a legit N dash again. And Seer noted that clocks went back an hour in the UK yesterday. I guess they
Yep.
didn't do anything in the States. Yeah, they moved it about 8 years ago, maybe 10 now. We now move our clocks on the 2nd. So next week will be at a weird time for you.
Yeah.
And I guess Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona stays the same.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't believe in daylight saving because we're not actually saving any daylight.
Yeah.
It's the same daylight. We're just
Yeah.
doing
It makes more sense when you have a higher farmer population.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Well, thank you all for coming. And next week we will be heads down, or I'll be heads down.
I'll be
Pennsylvania.
heads down. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to get through whatever project I end up working on.
I'm going to work on borrowed time.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
I'm here for it.
So,
Here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Seer said next week we'll be back on normal for him. So, okay. Well, everyone have a great rest of your week. Good luck